In a world where expression often comes with a price tag, there are people who still believe that expression and creativity shouldn't be a luxury nor a privilege, but free to all. That is a fundamental human right. And one of them is Tobi Adebayo, the founder of A.F.E Project, A.F.E for Everyone. But who is he really?
My name is Tobi Adebayo, and I'm the founder of A.F.E Everyone organization. I'm an entrepreneur and also an activist.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. But I've met you before.
So can you just give us a brief background of where you grew up and how it is growing up there?
I grew up in Ibadan, and that was where I had the early stages of my life, and afterwards we moved to Ijebu, Ogun State after my dad was transferred because he was a civil servant, and we were staying there. It was a barrack community, so that was where I had the major years of my life as a teenager. Yes, as at Ijebu, around the barrack community of the prison yard. So we were there living life. It was a local community, and of course it was really nice living, and it's been like that since then.
For someone who grew up in a local community, you really turned out well, and that's very nice. It is actually amazing what you do, and there are times that I forget that you were in the science department in secondary school, right?
Yes,
and you studied what in the university again?
Industrial design.
Industrial design.
Yes.
So most people believe that all these art students can draw and do all of these things. So I'm just curious.
Yes.
I'll try with this question. So where did your journey with art begin? Did you know before you went to the science class? Was it after school, or it has been at the early stages of your life?
Art for me is something I know that I didn't just develop it. I was born with it. It's a gift. It's a gift from God, because I discovered I was exceptionally talented in drawings, making art, and these really creative stuff at a very young age, around 4 years old.
Wow.
Yes, because that was that's the first memory I could have, the earliest memory about my drawing activity. It was maybe nursery school then, but I just knew that I was better than my peers at that point in time, and I've been conscious of it, of course, to an extent that I can draw, I can as far as I can see it, I can put it down and sketch it, and it has been like that, evolving. I eventually entered into secondary school. On getting there, quite a number of experiences. I didn't draw for a while due to some bullying experiences I had, and I eventually went to science department because I wanted to do science at some point, but eventually I did not really follow that path. So on getting into university, I just followed design, not art per se, because it is similar, it is interwoven. It is not design is technology, art is not technology.
Did you do well in science class?
I did well now. I did well. I gained admission to Federal University of Technology. So of course I had very good grades.
That's
I was one of the best students in mathematics. Yes, during secondary school days. Yeah.
So you're the founder of A.F.E for Everyone Project. So why A.F.E?
A.F.E.
Why not it? Let people know what A.F.E is all about.
A.F.E Art for Everyone Project is an initiative born out of a passion, an empathy, all right, to make art accessible to everyone, to democratize arts. And we also believe strongly that art is not a privilege, it's a fundamental human right. All right, we want people to be able to experience the transformational power of art, irregardless of their socio-economic status, irregardless of where they are coming from, irregardless of what they have in their pockets, irregardless of where they are. We really want them to be able to experience the transformational power of art. So through art and education, we are using it as a tool to reach out to people, to ignite their creativity, to help their innovation, and for the older ones, just to be able to give them a platform to freely express themselves, irregardless of any limitations that they have around them. So this is the reason why A.F.E Project is here.
That's really nice. But I'm actually curious. Was art accessible for you, or you had to fight for it?
This is a big question.
I know people want to know.
Yes. To an extent, I was really supported by my parents. In fact, my dad was my biggest supporter. He really supported me. My mom was really supporting me. However, we're in Nigeria. if you wake up one day, you be like, I want to pursue art as a passion, as a career path.
Yes.
You be like, oh god. So of course, societal issues were there, of course, and being able to also get some things together to sponsor that which you have inside of your head to do it. There's a lot of limitations everywhere. However, I've chosen to embrace the positive aspect of it. What is really working then?
To also encourage
Supply
other
exactly,
people
supply
to-
energy and encourage other people.
There was a particular story that you told me when we had one conversation. You said
Okay.
you used to go to an orphanage home
Yes.
where you give them
Yes, things and all of
things
that,
and all of
and
that. You were
like
like,
engage them.
you saw how
Things were going on.
things were going on. That was
Okay.
basically
Yes.
why you started A.F.E.
AFE, yes, yes, yes. Yes, of course. It's been a long time.
Okay.
It's been a long time. Okay. During those days, as a young kid growing up in the Barra community, there
Yeah.
is a lot of things going on there, and we had this Egbon, this big brother. He was always bringing us together. All the young, started young boys would bring us together. He used to do a lot of things, and he does this charity activities exactly. Gathers people together. It was called Food United Foundation. His name is Shomoye Michael. Show me. Yeah, so he does all of those things, and he would go to all these local communities, distribute food to them, pay for people's hospital bills, do all of these amazing stuff. So I've been watching him since then. I was just 13 years old, 10, 11 years, around that age range, yes. And we're just watching him then. So he does all of these amazing things, and I've been largely inspired by it. So on getting to university, that was 2017, 2018.
Okay.
So myself and my friends, we thought about something. So it wasn't originally my idea. So she told me that, okay, can we just do something like this? Go to orphanage homes, help them, connect with those kids and all of that. And I said, okay, this is good now, makes sense. We haven't run on now. You understand?
Yeah.
So gather money together, like those small money. They get so cook, maybe rice. Pay someone to do zobo.
Very nice.
Yeah, get someone to do buns, all these snacks and all of those things. Yeah, so we now gather it together. But ultimately, there was something we were always looking to, because we didn't have money, but we know that we had to do it in some kind of way. So we're very particular about going there to go and impact them with knowledge. Exactly. Also, like to connect with those kids, those orphanage
connection.
Yeah, the orphanage children, vulnerable children, exactly. So really want to be able to connect with them, have this kind of personal touch with them, play with them. So we plan it, we carry DJ, this thing, all these Bluetooth speakers, we go there, dance with them, have some fun, bring one sister that can preach very well, you come and impact them with the word of God, you understand, and gather people together, just go there, impact them with knowledge, play with them, have this kind of personal touch with them. And we really did all of that, and we now eventually got to discover that those children, they were very interested in we coming back again and again, and we're like,
regardless of how small
how small it seemed like, exactly how small it seemed like, so we didn't like go with so much, just few clothings and all of those things. We recorded some videos and pictures, but we didn't even put it up online at all. So we got to reassess ourselves, and we're like, okay, what exactly is exciting these people? Then we got to discover that we were able to touch them very personally. We had a very personal thought with them, and we were playing with them. This is not a kind of experience that they have often. They get it. So we wanted them to have the outside world experience, not within their house where they stay and all of that. So that was really what we did then, and we eventually discovered that it is far beyond we just going there, dropping things, which is very amazing. They drop them, drop all them indomie, spaghetti, rice, all those things are very amazing. It is very, very important to cater for their material needs. However, we are able to like touch them on a more personal note, and since 2018, it has been something very personal for us. So we go there. Even after then, we've been going there within 2019. Even eventually, when I did my final year project as an undergraduate, that was exactly what I did. What I eventually now did was that I incorporated arts into it. So that was exactly.
So we do everything
through art. So we'd engage them. We'd go there. We'd paint with them. donated drawing materials,
Yeah.
stationaries, and all of that. So we
Yeah.
paint their director there live. They see all these creative things, and there are some of them there that they have this artistic talent, this creative talent.
Yeah.
So we're trying to like ignite it, empower them, encourage them, and also make them see the amount of things that they can also do. So that was the way A.F.E Art for
So
Everyone
it's
all
just
started.
basically making you like you're making them see beyond their limitation,
Their
that
limitations,
there is
exactly.
no limitation to what they can do, to their creativity.
No limits.
That's perfect.
No limits,
That's...
irregardless of their background, irregardless of their socio-economic status, irregardless of their experiences, irregardless of their pocket, anything that surrounds them, there is no limits at all. So they can create, they can evolve, they can do
That's
anything
awesome.
whatsoever they want.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, what's that quiet or loud dream you have for A.F.E? What's the long-term vision?
The long-term vision for A.F.E is quite diversified in nature, but I would try to make it as, how would I put it, as exactly as possible.
Yeah.
Is to be able to make people experience the transformational power of art. Art has long been something that is very, very important in our society, and the use of what we can use art to do, what we can use art for, is quite diversified in nature. We can use it to preserve history, we can use it as a tool for education, we can use it as a tool for expression, and all of that. People can begin to experience many things through art, because art has often been associated with luxury. I mean, quality art. It has often been associated with luxury, that people in undeserved communities cannot really be able to have access to it, and then our experience how it can transform their life, either elevate their creativity, get access to some information, also to be able to attract tourism, maybe in a city, in a local community like this, whereby things like that are not really there. You get the idea. So this is the long-term vision for Arts for Everyone project: inspire others, get them to create things, and also empower people in different communities to be able to do these things and more.
That's nice. So, how can people support A.F.E's vision?
A.F.E.
Let them.
There are several ways through which A.F.E can be supported, in terms of energy, manpower, resources, in terms of ideas, in terms of quite a number of things. And it's very important that, okay, whenever we are doing something, we have people who are with us, supporting us, encouraging us, giving a little quota of themselves, whether little or large, in terms of ideas. Of course, we need a lot of ideas to be able to bring these things together. It requires a lot of creativity, innovation, and all of that. It also requires manpower, energy. Whenever we have outreaches outside, for these communities and all of that, we need people to be able to come around with us, and also resources, so as to be able to get these things done effectively. There's need for resources, financial support, quite a number of things that is of course needed. So
so
these are the several ways, some of the several ways.
And
resources, yes, finances, yes.
Look forward to people that are going to support A.F.E to make art accessible to everyone. That was Tobi Adebayo, the founder of A.F.E Project. Join us in our journey to turn margins towards
masterpieces.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jerry.